Fly FM.
I'm Keanu Azman and I'm here with three fighters from MIMMA. Do I pronounce it that way or do I say MIMMA?
Just say MIMMA.
Just say MIMMA.
From MIMMA, everybody! So could you guys briefly introduce yourselves, how long have you guys been doing MMA and all that to people who are watching?
I'm Deeban. Before MMA, I did karate for 20 plus years, and 2016 I became the welterweight champion, and so right now I'm still the defending welterweight champion.
I started karate as a kid. I think I was like 14 years old, and then I started competing about 6 years ago. Fought in MIMMA 2014, made it to the semifinals, and now I'm back.
Awesome!
I started Muay Thai at 16, 17. So I tried out for MIMMA in 2014, and I fought in 2016, where I made it to the semifinals. And I lost to Deeban in the welterweight division.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Well, MMA stands for mixed martial arts.
Right.
So generally speaking, it's a free form of fighting where you combine striking martial arts like Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Karate, boxing. But it's more than the sum of its parts. So mixed martial arts is like its own martial art that's also composed of other martial arts.
People confuse, like I do karate, so when I say karate, people go like, oh, Taekwondo? I'm like, no, they're two different things, very different things. So a lot of things get mixed up a lot of times, but it's just about educating people. And the word
Right.
My experience with people is that they always get confused with MMA with wrestling. They think it was wrestling.
Right.
Or boxing.
That's so true.
They always say boxing.
Muay Thai.
Yeah,
perhaps?
Muay Thai is definitely one of the sports that they associate with.
Yeah. So, how is your training like? How intense is it?
So depending on what the season, right? So so now MIMMA this year, since last year we've been doing this this whole season. So whenever we get close to a fight, that's when training picks up.
Right.
Otherwise, you're training, you're keeping fit, and but you just don't want to slack off completely, become fat, and then you come back training and you suffer a whole lot. At least I don't do that.
Hence why you beat his.
No. Yeah, John was a tough guy to beat. Anyway, that's.
There, Johan. We've got cookies at the back, right?
Yeah, but that's about it.
Right, and Ahmad?
I mean, the schedule is about like at least 2 hours a day.
Daily?
Yeah, daily.
Oh.
Probably around 6 days a week, and you're training like striking and grappling. The problem was that we were going like back-to-back MMA matches.
Right.
So we try to make at least I try to make my training more MMA specific. So you're working both striking and grappling at least 2 hours every single day.
Because I work during the day and I train 4 hours straight after work. So I'm in the gym at 7 p.m. and I leave the gym at like 11:30. So it's a mixture of grappling 2 hours and striking for 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like really intense. All training camps are intense. So same like this guys, because this year as a league is very frequent. Every month you're fighting one. So injury, the things that you have to keep in check is your weight, stay away from injury, and just anything else that that you can foresee or predict really. So if you stay clear out of this, then you just have to keep healthy and then just take the fight. So I do about like closer to like every 2 weeks was my fight camp.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would take, actually to be honest, I would take like maybe 3 days off from the gym, or 2, and then I'll be in the gym. And training, it's a constant learning, whether you're in fight camp or not.
Yeah.
Fight camp is just that you're working on specific drills more.
Right.
But training is, you're always learning. You're always learning something new.
Fly FM, today's hottest music.